Good afternoon everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. As I speak, it is Friday the 22nd of December 2023 and tomorrow, which will of course be Saturday the 23rd of December, we are heading over to Greater Manchester for Oldham Athletic versus Gateshead in the National League. Now the reason that I'm starting the video now the day before is because basically I am stopping in York of all places overnight, which is a little bit ironic given who our next game is against after this one. So starting it now is for the purposes of the travel montage more than anything. But without further ado, let's get into this. So that is the first leg of the journey complete. We'll carry on to Oldham in the morning. I do have people that I am staying down here with, by the way. I have not forked out on a hotel in York when realistically I didn't even need to. So yeah, catch yous in the morning. Right then, it is match day. Let's go. So I'm in Oldham now, as you could probably tell by the footage of the M62, where we have been greeted to pretty typical Oldham weather. No wonder they call this place Ice Station Zebra, but anyway, going into this game this afternoon, Oldham are currently in 10th place in the National League table. They're actually only 3 points behind us, of course. We're in 6th place following last Saturday's really disappointing result against FC Halifax Town, and this is of course the second time I've played Oldham this season, the first being a 2-2 draw at the International Stadium back in September. That game, it was Mike Williamson managing Gateshead and David Unsworth managing Oldham. Today it is Rob Elliott managing Gateshead and Mickey Mellon managing Oldham. Wholesale changes at both clubs, and I do think in the second half of the season Oldham do have another gear to go into, but hopefully for our sake that's not going to be today. I think the thing that's maybe letting them down a little bit so far, maybe similar to us really, is the home form. Like us, they do seem to perform that bit better on the road, so hopefully that can be something that works in our favour today. But also I'm not coming down here and taking anything for granted. You never can against Oldham, irrespective of where they are on the table. It's always a tough game. It's a massive club, a massive following as well. So they're always going to have that level of expectation on them. And as I say, I do think that they will start pushing up the table between now and the end of the season. It wouldn't surprise me if they did get in the playoffs. I mean, I backed them at the start of the season, and I'm sticking by that. But it all remains to be seen. I mean, it isn't going to be a quick fix for Mickey Mellon because there's a lot of sort of maintenance that needs doing for them, in terms of on the pitch, and there's no getting away from that. They invested a lot of money in the summer, and you could maybe argue that they have been underperforming a little bit, but there is, as we say, still time for them to salvage this season. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to catch Chesterfield. I think that's a bygone now, but the race of the playoffs is very much open, and very much part of that is, of course, ourselves. This is actually going to be a really tough run of games, I'd say, between now and the next round of the FA Trophy. Obviously, coming to Boundary Park's never an easy game, regardless of where Oldham are in the table. And back-to-back games against York, which again isn't going to be easy. Another team that are, I'd say, criminally underperforming. Then, of course, on Wednesday, the 10th of January, away to Chesterfield, which is literally as tough as it gets. But we're still up there for a reason. We have got a good group of lads that will know that they didn't perform to the levels that we all know that they can last Saturday, and they'll be looking to come here and rectify that. And I think this would be a good place to do that. I mean, obviously, the best sort of time to put on a good show would have been on national TV. We couldn't quite manage that, but playing a game in front of one of the biggest crowds that we're going to play in front of this season, it is most definitely the next best thing in terms of doing it. So looking forward to this afternoon. Do enjoy the away days in this particular part of the country, and it would be very nice indeed to go into Christmas on a real high. So let's head on down to Boundary Park and find out how it all unfolds. So this is the third time we've been to this ground. It's the third different stand that they've put us in. The odd one out is that one over there, of course, the Joe Royal stand. I think just for the sake of it, if we end up playing these again in the FA Trophy, or better yet the playoffs, may as well just put us in there so we can complete our tour of the ground. And of course the teams are warming up now. Gateshead getting ready in this half. It's a little bit hard to tell at the minute whether we're going to be in our white home strip or if we are going to be in that all black third strip. Obviously we will find out in due course. But anyway, Oldham are getting ready over there, of course going to be in a traditional blue. So yeah, I will see you when the players are coming out of the tunnel and ready to start the match. So it is the all black third strip for this afternoon. That would have been soft, that like.
Yes! Oh! And on this afternoon's AC Times half-time challenge competitors, and Joseph.
Half-time, Oldham Athletic 1, Gateshead 0. Unfortunately, that is probably a justified outcome, really. Once again, I've had a lot of the ball, but just not really doing a great deal with it. But in fairness to Oldham, they do look as though they've figured like almost they've got a game plan and they've almost sussed us out really. So fortunately, you can't argue with it in that respect. They just totally cut us open for the goal that they scored. You can maybe ask one or two questions about the goalkeeper's positioning, but ultimately it was a fairly composed finish. I think the main sort of two chances we had was obviously the first one that went off the crossbar, then the one that was obviously headed wide, which was the last action of the first half. But it's not been particularly great. And the thing that really concerns me a little bit, I've got to say, is that this seems to almost lack a plan B. Just whatever the game plan is today, just up to now anyway, isn't really working. I think it's almost inevitable that we are going to throw Denanga on at some point. Obviously Stephen Wern had to come on with Conor McBride getting injured, which is another concern at the minute. Like, the injuries do feel as though they're mounting up a little bit, but we are still in the game. We are going to get more chances. I'm sure they're going to get more chances. So there's still a long way to go in this yet.
Go on! Good Stephen! Good. Yeah! Come on! Go! Come on! Go! Come on!
Of short corners ever worked like ever?
That's it, jailed on you. Oh. Yeah! Oh. Yeah! Come on! Yeah! Come on! Yeah! Come on! Get it! Come on! Get in! No. We'll sing this song all night. There we Storey's magic. He wears a magic hat. Awesome. This is him. Oh, catch it, man!
Juicy Pete.
Turn your off this one, man. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh. Jesus Christ, man. Family club. Sorry. Oh.
Six minutes of added time at the end of this game. It's 6 minutes. One of the best goals
Up a bit, to a bit, lads.
As far as possible.
Blow your fucking whistle! Please. Run! Let's fucking run, man! Blow your fucking whistle! Blow your fucking whistle, man! Blow your whistle, you useless prick! Come on! What the fuck?
This is last chance for Oldham, I think.
Get in! Look at Monster! Get in! Come on! Get it in! Come on! Get in! Come on!
Full-time Oldham Athletic 1, Gateshead 2. Something that really frustrates me actually is that time and time again we show how good we can be when we play away from home, and I just honestly think, like, imagine where we could be in the table right now if we could transfer those performance levels and results into our games at the international stadium as well. It would be absolutely, like, I mean, we're flying as it is, but Christ, would be possibly even getting on top of the league if we could do that. But absolutely tremendous way to bounce back from last week's disappointment. Obviously playing in front of a big crowd and what have you. I always felt like it'd be something that would maybe relish, and we certainly rose to the challenge today. And I think first half it looked like Oldham had us sussed, but I think once we broke them down, they maybe went to pieces a little bit. I'd say we just absolutely started to dominate them, if truth be told, and they couldn't really get near us. I mean, they had slightly odds, maybe half chance here and there after we'd gone 2-1 up, but there's absolutely no doubt whatsoever that I think over the balance of play that we absolutely deserved to win that game today. And as I say, it puts us in an absolutely fantastic position going into the festive period, and we are officially now 50% of the way through the season. So long may this continue. I mean, if hopefully as many players as possible can stay fit. If not, then hopefully we can maybe get a couple of bodies in on loan accordingly, and just see where it takes us, because we're in a really good position just now, but got to take it one game at a time. And next up it is York at home on Boxing Day, and really hope that we can, as I said, transfer the performance levels that we do on the road to the international stadium. That'll be a really good Christmas present, that I've got to say. So there's going to be a tough game on Tuesday, as it will be, but I think York conceded in the last minute at home to Ebbsfleet today, so they'll be wanting to bounce back from that. But as I said, brilliant away display in the second half there, and going back over the M62, really happy, and that is that for this video, and I'll be back of course on Boxing Day with that Gateshead versus York City game. And as it is the last video before the big day, I would just like now to take the opportunity to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Hope you all have a really great day, and just thank you so much for your support for the channel so far this season, for every season that we've done really. But one thing I would like to maybe just briefly touch upon, it's an issue that's very close to my heart, and I'm sure is one that is very close to the hearts of many of you as well, and that is of course the issue surrounding mental health, because this time of year can be very tough for a lot of people for whatever reason. So just if you are watching this and you may be struggling a bit, just you're not alone. Just talk to someone. Just let them know how you're feeling. And contrary to that, please, if you feel as though someone's maybe struggling a little bit, just chat to them, because the anxiety, depression, they don't take Christmas off. So just make sure you're there for people like over this period, and just try and make it as enjoyable for them as it can possibly be. So until Boxing Day, take care. Cheers for watching. Merry Christmas. See you later.